information given to him by the National Security Council is that unless he performs a miracle, indications are he will be one term. That has been given to him. He has done polls, scientific opinion polls with reputable international firms, and he is 17-18%. And as a sitting president, it cannot get better, it can only get worse. So we have a president who has panicked, who is fearful of being removed as president in one term, and therefore he is making very irrational decisions. And again, he is being held hostage by all manner of characters who purport that they can help him. And because he's desperate, he allows people to do crazy things. Like now, what happened when I was attacked at Witima ACK Church in January. A member of parliament from this area and his wife had wanted me assassinated, thinking that if I am killed, William Ruto's problem in the mountain will be over. The problem would have multiplied 100 times if I was assassinated. But he has lost control. In Olkalau, he ordered that woman from Ranga to leave Olkalau. She refused. And there is nothing he can do. He is held hostage by a few members of parliament, a few cabinet secretaries who control the security sector, the fake deputy president. They hold him hostage. The man doesn't know what to do. In fact, I'm told this thing of yesterday, the Vision 26, he was not for it. So when it backfired, he was up in arms. So he is a man who is desperate for a second term, is a man who has lost control. Nothing is working in the country. He is also too busy looking for money to sustain his campaign to an extent that the country is gliding to a halt. You know, that is the situation we are in.
You have said something about opinion polls from inside, from intelligence and so on and so forth. And indications you say are that he's losing. And for that reason, he has panicked. I just want to pick your mind on this issue of losing elections. What is your view, or what in your view should one do? Here you are a president seeking a second term, and it looks like you will not make it. What would Riggy G do?
Nothing. You know, it has happened in Botswana.
Yeah,
it has happened in Malawi, in Ghana. This one-time thing now is a real thing in Africa.
What would Riggy G do if your boys on the ground tell you, I'm there, here to Wezi?
Ordinarily, if William Ruto was a good man, he would give up and just let it go.
What would Riggy G do?
If I was in his position, of course, I will never be in such a position. If you give me the presidency, I will not lose it. You know, I was asking William Ruto before we parted, I asked him, Mr. President, doesn't it bother you that 2 years after being elected, you are the darling of the Kenyan people? People loved you, they believed in you. They are all shouting, you must go home. Doesn't it bother you? You said, no, elections are far away, my friend. You know, you don't have to do what is popular, you do what is right. I asked him, if the majority of the people who gave you the job, your employers are saying what you are doing is not right, how would you insist it is right? I asked him that question. And you both are that you are losing popularity every day. Because we started losing popularity when I was with him. After 1 year, because one of lies, you know, cheating people. You go and commission a road that has no budget. And you know, before you reach Nairobi, the excavators and the lorries have followed you to Nairobi. And people started getting very irritated. And I told him, boss, we are losing it. We are promising too much that is not doable.
Was that a strategy?
Yeah, I say, according to him, it was a good strategy. But I advised him, because it was my job, a constitutional duty to advise him, that we are losing it. Then we went to taxation, the housing levy, the finance bill, and I sat him down several times. I was a very good deputy, I must tell you. Very obedient, who cared for his boss, for the government, and for the country. And I sat him down, I said, boss, there's too much grumbling, and there's too much dissatisfaction, and it's becoming agitation, and it's not good for us, for the country. Let's sit down and look back and see, where did the rain begin to beat us? Please, let us call ourselves a small meeting and find out how we started losing. He couldn't listen. So when I insisted so much that we must listen to Kenyans, that we must agree to listen to them
Yes.
and take action on what they are saying, he became very, very agitated with me. And he started hating me. And he stopped talking to me. He stopped listening to me. By the time we were getting to the Gen Z protests, we were not on talking terms. Because I was telling him, boss, we are losing it. So when a decision was made to abduct these young people and kill them, I told him, no, I oppose that decision. I was the only one in the meeting in the National Security Council. Everybody else could not talk. They fear. I was the only man bold enough to say no. I am a parent. I am a father. I am a Christian. I also know the Constitution. These young people, the Gen Zs, have a point. Let's listen to them. I don't think abducting them and killing them will solve any problem. It will make it worse. And of course, he couldn't take it. You remember after the 25th June protests, 2024, when the young kids stormed Parliament, and he issued a press conference at 9. He called them all manner of names. Yeah. He said they are treasoners, they are criminals, they'll be hunted down on up and down. The following day, again, it's all known protocols. At the risk of looking insubordinating, yes, I called a press conference and saying, I don't agree with the president. These are not criminals, these are our sons and daughters. And I think they have a point they need to be listened to. By that time, our relationship had deteriorated.
Why didn't you resign?
Why should I? He had not given me the job. I was given by the people of Kenya. You see, if I was a vice president who is appointed and you disagree with your boss.
If he's missing the job and
no. But he's not the one. He did not give me the job. I was given the job by the people of Kenya. Okay. The people of Kenya didn't have a problem with me. They wanted somebody who can speak for them. And I think the framers of the 2010 Constitution were right. Mm-hmm. You needed a deputy president who is elected, who can offer some oversight within government.
And protected by the law.
And protected by the law. And he could not take advice.
How long do you think it would have taken to sack you if it had been under the old constitution?
No, he would have sacked me from the first day. He didn't
just helping him to win. And
he was just using me to win. He's a user.
You would not have finished a year?
No, I don't think so. He had a problem with me from day one. Because one, he hates the truth.
Yes.
Number two, he doesn't want anybody around him who has an opinion. He doesn't want anybody around him who thinks. He wants robots and data heads, people who just say yes, sir, and who cannot ask any question, who cannot give any contribution.
Yes.
He was happy for me to help him to become president. But he wanted a Rigathi Gachagua who is running mate for the purposes of getting elected.
Elections.
But he didn't want a Rigathi Gachagua who is a deputy president. He wanted a Kithure Kindiki who is a deputy president. A Rigathi Gachagua who is running mate. You remember Kithure Kindiki wanted to be running mate.
Yes,
and he said no.
Yes.
He knew the guy could not deliver the votes.
Yes.
So he needed a Rigathi Gachagua.
But then when he will want a deputy
then he decided let me have what I wanted from day one.
A deputy president.
A Kithure Kindiki who is a deputy president.
Yes.
A guy who would never say no. A guy who will say yes, sir. A guy who will not question anything. Yes. A guy who is not people-oriented. A guy who doesn't care for the people of Kenya. He's just looking after his own job and his own stomach and pleasing his boss. I was made from very different metal. And, looking in hindsight, I don't think I should have really taken that job as a running mate.
Well, looking back,
I think I didn't understand this guy well. I only understood him when he got power. I think he was too good an actor before he got power. He was a very good pretender.
Do you think Nani is surviving?
Who?
Before we come around to finishing this issue, people are really asking me to ask you.
Who?
Kindiki, will he survive?
He'll survive, but he'll be a very unhappy man because Ruto is through with him. A running
will
mate.
He be
running
kept 2027?
He cannot impeach him because it will resonate very badly with him. He will look to be a very terrible person.
Not impeaching, I'm saying in terms of will he be his running mate next year?
I don't think so. A running mate, Professor. Yes. Let's be very practical about politics.
Yes.
You pick a running mate to help you mobilize votes.
Now, and
that's why he picked me. He needed the mountain vote. He needed a guy who is a serious mobilizer.
And that was you.
Who is believable, who can persuade people to vote in a certain direction. That's how he picked me.
Kindiki.
When I look at this mountain,
yes,
this mountain is through with William Ruto. Completely. He cannot get 2%.
So are you saying even if he were to remove Kindiki as running mate for next session, whatever, next election, And he will antagonize the mountain to the point.
No, the mountain is already antagonized.
Whatever little he was going to get will disappear.
The mountain is already antagonized.
Are you telling me he cannot pick, say, Anwaiguru, the gender
Let me tell you, Professor.
Or pick, I've heard people like, you have mentioned people like GK.
Let me tell you, Professor.
MP Fondia, who look smart guys, can persuade the people of the mountain.
Let me tell you,
it's called who karaoke.
I'm an expert in this mountain.
So there's karaoke, there's Anwaiguru, there's Mwangi Kiwinjuri. Are you saying these people cannot help
Let me tell you, Professor.
Yes.
I know this mountain. I was able to help William Ruto to become president because I understood this mountain. And I guided him and he was listening.
And immediately after winning,
after he won,
you told me.
Yes, I was listening. Yes. And I guided him. I'll tell him, let non-Kikuyus not abuse Uhuru Kenyatta. The Kikuyus don't want one of their own to be abused by outsiders.
Yes.
And he would restrain Oscar Sudi, he would restrain Murkomen and himself.
Yes.
He would leave us to deal with Uhuru Kenyatta.
Yes.
He would listen that time. When we disagreed, and I told him, you are the first president in the world to destabilize his own government. Mm-hmm. Why do you want to destabilize your own government? The foundation of your government is a mountain with 5 million votes. I can see you have quoted Raila Odinga. Why do you want to lose 5 million votes to look for 1.5? Doesn't look very wise. I told him this mountain, I know this people.
How secure that 1.5 as you speak?
I was telling you, no, it's not gone. We'll discuss it. There is nothing. And I told him, I warned him. I told him there is nothing. And I told him you will be a very miserable man.
You told him before he pitched you?
I told him, you don't leave what you are holding to go and look for something in the bush. I asked him, what kind of politician are you, Mr. President? We were talking. Yes. 4 hours. I say, how do you leave 5 million votes in your hands in the pursuit of 1.5 that you are not sure of? I asked him. He said, no, I have a lot of experience, my friend. I've been around for 35 years. I became president against a sitting president. Don't joke with me. I know what I'm doing. You have no experience yourself. You are just a one-time member of parliament. You know nothing. I told him, Mr. President, I agree. I know nothing about this country. You know much more than I do. But in matters mountain, I know more than you do. You know nothing. Mm-hmm. Because you are not one of us. You believe you are one of us because we gave you votes. You are not one of us. You don't understand this mountain. I told him, the mountain hates betrayal. The sin of betrayal is not forgiven in the mountain. Once it has taken place, it has no remedy.
Because of what they went through.
It has no remedy. It's because of the freedom struggle.
Yes.
That the British were really hard on the Kikuyu nation. But the British would have been dealt with within a year. But it became impossible to deal with them because of betrayers.
From inside.
The collaborators from inside. Because they are the ones who knew the valleys and the caves and who is who. So the Kikuyu nation was really brutalized by the British settlers because of betrayers. And the people of the mountain hated betrayal. It has never left them. It's part of their DNA. And I told William Ruto, my friend, you yourself, William Ruto, you are a beneficiary of the mountain's district for betrayal. Mm-hmm. These mountain people don't like you. They don't even trust you. But the fact that they think you are betrayed by Uhuru Kenyatta, and since they hate betrayal, they'll punish Uhuru Kenyatta and make you president. Not because they like you, not because they believe in you, but because they hate betrayal. And they don't like injustice. And they don't like somebody being mistreated for whatever it is worth. So these Kikuyus, these Meru, these Embus, decided to make you president to tell Uhuru Kenyatta, no, betrayal is unacceptable among our people.
Now,
so I told him, if they punished Uhuru Kenyatta their own for betraying the son of another who is not their own, if you betray their own and you are not one of them, they will punish you 10 times. I told him the way we are talking. He said, no, I'll take the consequences.
He told you he will take the consequences.
I said, I'll take the consequences. I said, my friend, I know these people. Don't destabilize your government. Don't destabilize your government. If you think I'm asking too many questions, Just be patient the way Uhuru Kenyatta was patient with you for 10 years. For another 3 years, then you can change me and bring somebody else. But if you betray the mountain, you will not have peace for the remainder of your presidency. And this mountain will make you one term. He said, don't threaten me. That is blackmail. I said, it's not. I'm just being a truthful deputy. I'm your person. We were elected together.
It has been said.
I wanted us.
It has been rumored, just like you get information, we also get a bit, that you are a bit disrespectful to the president. You even shouted at times, you banged the table. How true is that?
Well, when two men of similar age are arguing, it's normal for people to lose their temper. Okay. He was very abusive.
Yes.
If he abuses me, I answer back. In any case, he was elected, I was elected. We were elected, but let's not do it. We are overtaxing people. We need to let people have business. He couldn't take it. So I advised him, but he had been advised by some other people. Today, I'm sure he regrets. He was told, among the mountain people, crown ikitoka kwa kichwa ni mabati. These people of the mountain don't respect the person. They respect the position. Once he is removed as deputy president, he will not even be invited in funeral committees. That is what he was told.
He was told like that?
Yeah, and he believed it because he doesn't know
Wamunyoro village akae.
No, he doesn't know our people. Yes. And when I was removed and there were no demonstrations, he confirmed. He thought it is true because ordinarily other communities would have been in the streets.
Yes.
But the mountain people are very different. When they are angry, they keep quiet. If they are too angry, they sing. They sing. That's what happened. They were in shock.
Yes.
That a man they trusted, they made him president. He made a commitment he would never humiliate his deputy. He has not only humiliated him, but removed him from office. Yet this man was the custodian of their interest in the government, and he has removed him. They were so shocked. It took like a week for them to internalize what had happened. Then the second week, they started getting angry. The third, fourth week, they started singing. The fifth week, they started saying Ruto must go in bus. The 6th week, songs started coming up. The anger kept on building. Then